I was reading Romans 9 this morning and something stuck out to me that never has before. So there's this passage that people who believe in predestination often use as support for that, and saying that God has created some people for destruction. And I have a different theory on that. So the verse is, let's start in verse 9, Romans 9:22. What if God, although willing to demonstrate his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much patience vessels of wrath prepared for destruction? And he did so to make known the riches of his glory upon vessels of mercy, which he prepared beforehand for glory. Even us, whom he also called, not from among Jews only, but also from among Gentiles. So oftentimes people use this verse to say, see, some people are destined for destruction and created, not like created with the purpose of God destroying them, and some were created with the purpose of God showing his mercy. And okay, so my theory that I'm throwing out there, my alternative interpretation is, what if these vessels prepared for destruction, vessels of wrath prepared for destruction, are actually referring to Satan and not to people? And so where I'm coming from with that is Isaiah 45:7. It says, I form the light, I create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. From this verse, to me, it is saying that God created Satan as evil. He created evil. And okay, and then in Matthew 25:41, he says, Then shall he say also unto them on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. So hell is not prepared for people. People were not prepared for destruction. Hell was actually, this everlasting fire was prepared for the devil and his angels. So what if this vessels in Romans 9, this vessels of wrath prepared for destruction, is actually referring to the devil and his angels? That God actually created beings that would tempt us or be an alternative option for us to worship and follow and all those things, so that we would actually have choice, so that choosing him means something. It's kind of like in the Garden of Eden with having the two trees. If the tree of the knowledge of good and evil hadn't existed, then Adam and Eve wouldn't have choice, really. And so them choosing, it just, their obedience to him would mean nothing, because there was no option for disobedience, if that makes sense. So to me, it seems like it is reasonable to assume that the vessels of wrath prepared for destruction in Romans 9:22 is referring to the devil and his angels, and that God created them evil, that God actually, with patience, created these vessels of wrath prepared for destruction. And the vessels of mercy in Romans 9:23, I would say, are people, that we were created as vessels of mercy. So anyway, it's just a alternative interpretation. Would love to hear your thoughts.